Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the topic about wireless power transfer. So, how the wireless power transfer works and what is the basic principle involved in the wireless power transfer and who initiated the process of wireless power transfer and what is the recent trends in wireless power transfer. This topic we are going to discuss. So, what is the advantage and disadvantage of using the wireless power transfer? What is the need for wireless power transfer? So, in conventional way, we are just transferring our power from one place to another place by means of using wires. For large transmission and distribution lines, it is transferred through the power cables. But what is the drawback is a lot of power is wasted in the receiving end. So that is also a drawback. And the unique way of rectifying this type of losses are we are going for the wireless power transfer. So in the power transfer is first scientist called Nikola Tesla, and he experimented a lot of experiment, and he finally concluded, and a lot of small mini projects were done by mimicking the Tesla coil. So there is a primary turn and another one is a secondary turn. It is just a transformer action. The change in EMF in one coil will transfer produce a EMF in a second coil or a nearby coil, that is called a mutual inductance. The same concept is used for transferring the power. In this, what is the unique way is before going to that we have to know about the basics of resonance, frequency and vibration. So what is the frequency? Frequency means number of cycles per second, and what is the means? It is resonance means it is a matching of frequencies. When the natural frequency matches with the operating frequency of any system, that result in a resonance. So that is called a resonance. And vibration, the result or impact of a resonance is called a vibration. So everything is vibrating in nature. There will be a natural frequency for every object. There will be a natural frequency for even a desk, even for a bench, even for a chair, even for ourselves. There will be a frequency. When this natural frequency of ours matches with any other frequencies, then it will create a resonance. That resonance will give you a vibration. So what is the main concept in wireless power transfer is we are just giving the input voltage to a primary coil with the high frequencies. So in the receiving end there will be a secondary coil. It receives that frequency like a radio signal and it converts back into what? The DC supply, and it is stored in a battery and it is used for appliances. Best example is today the recent trend in research is wireless power transfer for e-vehicles. That is the recent topic. What is the disadvantage of plugged-in supply type means? If we give the supply to electrical vehicles, we have to remain the vehicle for more than 1 or 2 hours for charging, or in recent days only 10 to 15 minutes are used for charging the electrical vehicles. So it will be placed in a stationary for a particular interval of time. So if you are going for a wireless power transfer or a dynamic wireless power transfer means while moving the vehicle in the highways itself, we can able to charge the vehicle, charge the battery inside the vehicle, electrical vehicle. So that is the concept. So recent days the researchers are going on in dynamic wireless power transfer, where it is first implemented in Korea itself. The demo processes keep on going and the research is updated in year by year. So come to our topic. The wireless power transfer is possible, and we can able to transmit the power by means of creating a tower, and we transfer our power to ionosphere, and then it is received to the Earth's surface. This was the experiment done by Nikola Tesla. So this type of tower is not needed. So by means of just constructing the primary coil in the road itself, and the secondary coil is automobile or a vehicle in which we are going to charge that is our system. So while moving in the road itself, we can able to charge the vehicle, e-vehicle, electric vehicle. So this concept is useful in lot of way. It will reduces the time span for charging. It will reduces the battery size of a vehicle. Overall size of the vehicle is reduced, and so the self weight is get reduced. By reducing the self weight, the efficiency of the vehicle is increased. So the bulk battery sizes will be reduced, and we can able to charge by traveling into certain routes. Like toll gate, we are giving a separate path for charging electric vehicle. Means if it travels in the way, it get automatically get charged. So that is the topic of dynamic wireless power transfer for electric vehicle. So in near future, the electrical vehicle is latest trend in transportation. A lot of automobile companies are moved towards e-vehicle when compared to the conventional fossil fuel vehicles. At a time span, it will be mandatory that every vehicle in the country will be converted as an electrical vehicle in order to reduce the pollution. The electrical vehicle is the next updation in transportation. So for this, by researchers, wireless power transfer is best suited for electrical vehicle. So we already discussed it reduces the size, it improves the frequency, and the controlling facilities are and the rate becomes less. But we have to, what is the drawback in wireless power transfer is we have to monitor the impact of harmonics. Impact of harmonics means, what is the impact of harmonics? When we are going for power electronic devices, there will be a end result will be the harmonics. If we are going for a conversion, one stage to another stage, when we convert the AC supply into DC supply, there will be a production of harmonics, third order harmonics, seventh order harmonics, seventh order harmonics, fifth order harmonics, ninth order harmonics will definitely give an impact on electrical machines. It will sit on the operating frequency of the device and it will reduce the efficiency, which makes the machine not operable at its 100% efficiency. So the impact of harmonics should be analyzed, and so the recent researches are made on the impact of harmonics in wireless power transfer, because everything deals with the frequency. The harmonics, third order harmonic means 3 into operating frequency 50 Hz. So 150 Hz. When the 150 Hz hit into our 50 Hz device means what will happen? So the device which is designed for 50 Hz is operated at 150 Hz, it will not work as per standard, and it will cause us accidents like that. So we have to analyze the impact of harmonics in the primary side. And what is the next design gap is there will not be optimal controller for controlling the entire block of wireless power transfer. So the entire block diagram, which consists of a first stage is the input stage, and the higher, and it is converted into a reduced manner by means of using a transformer, and that converted low power AC is then given to a rectifier, and it will be stored in a battery. In the primary side, there will be only it is connected to the grid, and it is converted into high frequency power, and it is transmitted over the air surface or above the road surface. When the vehicle reaches the particular point, the secondary coil is inside the vehicle. The secondary turns. Receives the power from the primary, and it converts AC into DC, high frequency AC into DC by means of using rectifier. So the converted DC is filtered and it is stored in the battery. That power is given to the motor inside the electrical vehicle. So the complete loop closes. So that is the process of wireless power transfer block diagram. So what are the design issues it will come is we have to concentrate on the coil design, whether it may be a spiral, cylindrical, rectangular, square type, which type of coil will be suitable for best power transfer, maximum power transfer efficiency, which configuration will give you a maximum power transfer efficiency, we have to discuss. And next is a compensation topology, whether the primary secondary is in series connection, series parallel connection, parallel connection, parallel series connection. What type of compensation technique we have to use? So we have to know about that. What is the material used for the windings? That will be also a main design issues, whether it will be pure copper or mixed aluminum or alloy of different materials, alnico or a bronze. Which type of material we have to use for this type of applications? We already know copper is a good conductor, so it also has some drawback. So we have to research on this topic itself. And what is the controller? We normally in industry we are using the PID controller, programming logic controller. Now the fuzzy logic controllers are used, and soft computing techniques are used for controlling and modeling the devices. So the entire process, from the primary side to secondary side, will be controlled or converted by a single controller. So we need a controller, best controller for doing all the job, in order to monitor all the job. So either it may be a closed loop, we have to going for a closed loop system, and we can able to use a conventional PID controller. For advanced stage, we can able to use a fuzzy logic controller or neural network controller or adaptive neural fuzzy inference system controller. So we need a new controller for controlling the entire system in order to get the maximum power transfer efficiency. So that is the aim. My research area is also a wireless power transfer. I am doing my PhD doctorate degree in this area. So according to my literature survey, I have surveyed that few points. So the design issues will be solved by choosing a best coil configuration, and choosing the best compensation technique, choosing the best controller, choosing the best material, and choosing the compensation technique, best compensation technique, and choosing the harmonic impact, or choosing the harmonic frequency. And we have to study about the effect of harmonics in this type of device, because electrical vehicle we have to provide a safety, life safety also. So the particular frequency in wireless power transfer we always deals with the frequency. So we cannot able to stop the frequencies. We cannot able to predict the frequency. So it is a unpredictable source of energy, that is called the frequency. If any welding station is there, it also creates some frequency or harmonics. It will be fitted into a device. If any tube light flickers means it also produces some frequencies. That frequency is not wanted or unwanted signal that will be mixed with our working frequency of the system. So we have to analyze about that, because the impact of frequency on the working of a wireless power transfer is not researched by most of the researcher. So it is a new topic. And what is a power electronic harmonic mitigation devices we have to we have to fit in our electrical vehicle. That also become a new research topic. In power system we have using a STATCAM, shunt regulator, shunt capacitor, and D-STATCAM for reducing the impact of harmonics. And we can able to use the filters which can also reduces the impact of harmonics. Some band pass filter, band rejection filter, some type of filters are used to suppress the impact of harmonics. So we cannot able to completely eliminate the impact of harmonics, but we can able to study about the harmonics. We can able to study about the sources of harmonics. We can able to study the impact of harmonics in our electrical vehicle. We can able to study about the devices, mitigating devices to eradicate harmonics. So that is a new research topic. So lot of research gaps are available in wireless power transfer. But in late 1890s itself, he first proposes about the wireless power transfer and how it works. Nikola Tesla demonstrated by constructing a tower, and he gave a supply to a certain group of apartments, but it is not encouraged at that time. So now the era is came to the wireless power transfer. We will see what is the latest advancement in wireless power transfer. In next video, I can able to tell what is the latest trends and the researches based on the Nikola Tesla inventions. And a lot of inventions made by him, a lot of patents are filed by him, but we cannot able to know well about him compared to Thomas Alva Edison. So that is a separate story about the war of DC and AC current. Both geniuses fight with each other to prove their statement is right. Ultimately, Nikola Tesla win the race, but unfortunately, he is not as famous as Thomas Alva Edison. But the inventions of Nikola Tesla are now used for after his time. Okay, he is not understand in his time. He is not rewarded, but now the entire Nikola Tesla's ideas will be followed for the latest updation in the research. Thank you for listening this video. Thank you.